było ponad 200 dni, kiedy byliśmy zamknięci i było to bardzo stresujące i bardzo wyczerpujące. Z różnych powodów nie wiedzieliśmy, czy uda nam się w ogóle przetrwać. Na szczęście dzięki wsparciu wielu ludzi.
Is it correct to say that this bail though largely deals with the question of his health and how he cannot continue to be incarcerated on those grounds? The charges against him, part of the Bhima Koregaon case, as you mentioned, the fact that they were inciting violence and they had links to Maoist organizations, those still stand and those still have to be successfully challenged by you and his lawyers.
Definitely, and we mentioned, please read the judgment. It records very clearly that Varavara Rao and his lawyers said, we are ready to stand trial, okay? So it doesn't bother us that the charges stand. What does bother us is that these people, unlike people under other laws, are unable to get bail because of the way in which the UAPA law has been drafted and the way it is. By the way, the other thing you need to know is that the judges record that the delay in the trial itself is a violation of fundamental rights. Okay? 2.5 years, and the charges have not been framed as yet. What happens to our presumption of innocence? Okay,
right.
So in that, I think the judgment makes history. It opens a window. All right, I'm not saying that this is liberation for everybody, the 16 people who have been accused in the case, but the fight for justice has begun.
Okay. The fight for justice has begun, and as you said, the courts have started to wake up. So interesting times. We're out of time. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, Indra Jaising. You want a last word? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I think courts have woken up because they've seen a pattern of abuse of law. I said somewhere else, when you use law to break the law, you're living in a state of lawlessness. And I think the courts can see the lawlessness in front of their eyes, and well, that's it. The Bombay High Court said that as a constitutional court, we really need to rise to the situation and protect the fundamental rights of citizens. It's a really, really very important judgment. I'm very pleased with it.
Were dispatched to stop the riots. Now, protesters are throwing stones both in this area of the university and right behind me. For the last 2 days, the security forces have failed to enter the premises of the university, and demonstrators say they'll continue this protest movement until Usman Sonko is freed.
We don't have human rights in Morocco left. If you live there, you will see what I mean. I love my country. I love it to death. I would fight for it in a war if it takes that. But I cannot stay in a place that does not want me. You know what I'm saying?
देश की जो सुविधाएं अमीरों को प्राप्त हैं वो मेरे देश के गरीब को भी मिलनी चाहिए। जो सामान्य व्यक्ति हवाई चप्पल पहन करके घूमता है वो मुझे हवाई जहाज में दिखना चाहिए, ये मेरा सपना है।
Which was connected at the top to a Hawksbee electric machine. Then he put the jar on an insulator to help keep the charge in the jar. He then tried to pour the electricity into the jar, produced by the machine, via the wire down through into the water. He used electricity to light our cities, to communicate across the seas and through the air, to create modern industry, and to give us the digital revolution.